Have you ever wondered why some shows just stick with you, even decades after they first aired? Um, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, now's the perfect time to do so and hit that like button. 30 years after its debut, Star Trek Voyager has become a beloved classic, captivating audiences in ways that were perhaps overlooked during its original run. When it premiered on January 16th, 1995, uh, excitement buzzed in the air. This series introduced Captain Catherine Janeway, the first female lead in the Star Trek franchise, commanding a crew that was a unique mix of Starfleet and Maquis members. In its early days, Voyager faced its share of criticism. Many viewers compared it unfavorably to Star Trek The Next Generation and questioned its place in the franchise. Um, and then portrayed by Kate Mulgrew, often faced scrutiny simply for being a woman in command. And despite these challenges, the show carved out its own identity, focusing on exploration rather than the darker themes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Looking back, it's clear that Voyager learned from the missteps of its predecessors, while The Next Generation struggled in its first season and Deep Space Nine took time to find its footing. Voyager's pilot episode, Caretaker, established a clear direction. This clarity allowed the series to maintain its focus on the journey home, even as it faced criticism for its episodic nature. And Voyager consistently delivered classic Star Trek narratives, but its plot lines sometimes limited character development. Uh, um, However, the introduction of Seven of Nine brought fresh dynamics, allowing for deeper character arcs. And while the growth may have been slower compared to Deep Space Nine, it was still significant, contrary to its 1990s reputation. Um, Voyager embodied Gene Roddenberry's vision of cooperation and unity. Janeway's decision to integrate her crew, including former enemies, set a tone of collaboration that resonated throughout the series. Um, and by the end, her leadership transformed the crew into a family, showcasing the power of compassion and optimism. Each episode of Voyager stands alone, yet they weave together themes of adaptation and resilience. The series explored complex issues like colonization and rebellion, especially with the introduction of the Borg. Uh, as the crew navigated their way home, personal choices and family bonds became central themes, enriching the narrative. Voyager also expanded the Star Trek universe in ways that were groundbreaking. It redefined the portrayal of the Borg, uh, presenting them as a complex culture rather than just a threat. And the introduction of the emergency medical hologram added depth to the series, showcasing innovative storytelling. Importantly, Voyager attracted a diverse audience, particularly women, with Janeway as a strong female lead and B'Elanna Torres as the first female chief engineer. The series set a precedent for gender representation in Star Trek. Um, Seven of Nine's character development highlighted themes of autonomy and morality, proving she was more than just eye candy. Today, watching Voyager uh, feels like revisiting an old friend, uh, revisiting the show's engaging storylines and character arcs make it a perfect binge watch. Janeway no longer carries the weight of representing all women. Instead, she stands as a unique and powerful figure. New characters in recent Star Trek series draw inspiration from her legacy, continuing the journey she began. As we celebrate 30 years of Star Trek Voyager, it's clear that the series has earned its place as a cornerstone of the Star Trek universe. So why did the Borg go to therapy? Because they needed to work on their collective issues. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm